So honored and grateful, and honestly, really humbled to be partnering with Zakat Foundation, specifically their program to serve orphans around the world. Zakat, Z-A-K-A-T, is a pillar of the Islamic faith and in the life of Muslims. This is the part of our religion that deals with charity. And it's a universal reality that every spiritual tradition, all of the wisdom traditions, they're all going to say to us that if we want to grow, then we have to give. In the Islamic tradition, zakat specifically means that we try our best to make to earn our living in ways that are honorable and respectable and virtuous. But just the nature of money, just the nature of business, the nature of the human condition in the world that we live in means that money gets mixed up, and it's almost inevitable that we're going to end up taking money that probably came from sources that we don't like and agree with and feel good about. So we purify our income by giving back, and we purify our souls by giving back. We fight our greed and our connection to the material. The material can be in our hands, but we never want the material world to be in our heart. We want love, justice, truth, mercy, dignity. We want those things to be in our heart. So the world might be in our hand, but not in our heart. In any case, Zakat Foundation is one of these amazing global charities that have been doing their thing for decades. Specifically, we're partnering with my sister, Amna Mirza, has a project. She took over their project there to help orphans around the world. And what's super dope about what she's done so much, first of all, I want to say 100% of the proceeds go to orphans and their families. None of it pays anybody's salary. None of it covers overhead costs. None of it covers admin. 100%. If you donate to that project, 100% goes directly to the people that they serve. Another thing that's important to know is that they have people on the ground to make sure it's facilitated well and with dignity and with quality control. Another thing to know is that Zakat Foundation is a Muslim-led organization, but they don't only help Muslims and they don't proselytize. Our religious duty is to serve the human family, not to necessarily try to convert them. We do share our religion, but not in this project. In this project, because there's a lot of charities that they do good work, but they also, along with that, they're trying to convert you to whatever their platform is, whatever their program is. And that's not what Zakat Foundation does. One of the things that Amna did that's so dope, and she's kind of become a rock star of the world of philanthropy and charitable giving and movements to benefit the dignity of humanity, is that it became just the natural order way of doing business in the world of orphan relief and care, that they started showing photos, and they'd be like, write into us or go on our website. We show you these images and you get to select the orphan that you want to help, which is a beautiful thing because people are they're having a heart connection and they're led and they're giving, and that's very, very beautiful. What Amna noticed that I think is really dope is that just because of the reality of colonialism, of white supremacy, of anti-blackness, she suspected, and when she looked into it, she found it to be the case, that lighter skinned, younger girls were going to be chosen more often if you show a picture of the children beforehand. And the people that were going to be served least and last were going to be youth that were a little older, boys and black kids, black orphans. So what she said is, we're changing all of that. What she said to me on the call, and we talked about it, she's like, this isn't Tinder. You don't swipe right or left based on who you like. You know what I'm saying? So she set the default setting is that, first of all, they don't share any pictures with people when you go to sponsor orphans there. It's $50 to sponsor an orphan. You don't get pictures ahead of time. The default setting is who's been on the list the longest and is in the most need, who has the most need. What they do allow people to do is select regions, because there are certain people that they want to give to Somalia, they want to give to Palestine, they want to give to, a specific place. So she does allow them to do that. But the default setting when you just log on the website is who's in the most need. And what they've seen almost immediately is that people see that and they're like, oh, that's what I should be doing. That actually resonates with the heart the same way as seeing the picture of a kid does. And so they're like, oh, that's what I should do, is just give to the person in the most need. So they started doing that, and they saw it start to even out, which Amna, like, salute forever for that. Super dope. Zakat Foundation works with their orphan support program in 14 countries around the world, and their goal this year is to serve 10,000 orphans. And so go to zakat.org, zakat.org. Go to the specific area of their website that deals with the Orphan Project. Please support this. Please share it. Please follow, like, all of that good stuff, because this is for real dope work. One of the other things that I think is so great about their program is that for someone to be considered an orphan, it's not necessarily that that their entire family died. It could be just that one of their parents died or was killed or was, and so they have one parent that's having a difficult time and is not able to support them. Sometimes that parent is dealing with mental health issues. Sometimes families are going through immense and intense trauma, the likes of which most of us are privileged enough to never even be able to comprehend. And so the help that they're doing, the work that they're doing is really profound. I know Amna, I've known her for years, and I'm just very honored to be in partnership with Zakat Foundation, zakat.org.